going on, guys? My name is Doug. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. I'm very happy to see every single one of you guys here today because we've got some new Black to listen to. It's not Six Lag. So he dropped a new project called 6-Piece Hot EP. It's basically a 6-track EP. And when it comes to Black, I'm a huge fan. I liked his last project. I absolutely loved his first project. And I'm hoping that with these 6 tracks, since he's kept it so concise, he really gives us the best of the best on this EP. I'm really excited to be listening to some new music from him. I say that a lot, but really these artists that I review on the channel are just artists that I really enjoy a whole lot. And so I'm always excited for new music, man. Hopefully we get stuff that's memorable, that's not really kind of like throwaways, you know, really great for one listen and then you don't really come back to them. I'm hoping for some great stuff here. So I know he released Float earlier this week. I haven't heard it, so I'm going to be reacting to all 6 tracks. Brand new, first listen, super hyped. Yeah, before we jump right into it, I'm going to plug the Patreon and the membership option on the channel. It would be great if some of you guys could check out those tiers and see if it's worth your while, maybe support the channel on there. It's a really great way to take your support one step further, besides just liking the video, commenting, subscribing, sharing. You know, the patrons are the reason that I get to make putting y'all on for free. They're the reason that I get to keep making these videos as often as I do, and I'm just super appreciative of all their support. And so yeah, getting a few more people on there would mean that we could make better rewards for the patrons, and yeah, just get this channel to where I feel it needs to be, you know. 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers in the near future, I'm hoping. And it's possible with you guys' support. So to anybody who's not able to support that way, I totally understand. I'm still super appreciative of all the support you have shown to the channel. You know, all the likes, subscriptions. I mean, it all means a whole lot to me. So I was gonna say very lot. That's my fault, but I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm just super appreciative. Thank you guys so much. And with that said, with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. The first track is Atl Freestyle. This is 6-Piece Hot EP. Let's get to it. It's hot in here as always. Let's go. I'm digging this strings.
Taking out the trash on your ass, I get rid of bad friends like a dump truck. Everything stuck up, ready on my extra weight like a dump truck. I sacrifice myself up eating hot wings and bumping Gucci.
You hear the bass, bro?
He be running with that K. And you might take a L just for running. Good therapist, my life is VVS. I just think I looked up.
This is fire. Everything about it is just so smooth, confident, you know, it's so sultry. I love the strings, right? I think they're strings. It's like a guitar, but with some effects put onto it. Sounds great. I'm digging the little vocal sample in the background, just kind of riffing. It really adds a nice touch to the production. You know, I'm loving the way that they cut out the kick and have that really heavy 808 in the background sometimes, and then bring the kick back in to just kind of add a little bit of extra punch to certain bars. I think that's really interesting, but really Black is the star here. His voice has so much character to it. It's so unique. It's so smooth, right? It's a performance that if anyone else had done it, it wouldn't have sounded as good because it's his voice that really makes it. And just the swagger in his performance and talking about his life, cutting off bad friends, talking about his daughter, and you know, really just not having one specific message to the track, but just talking about some of these things that he's seeing, talking about the come up that he had, right? His rise to fame and looking down on people who are now looking up to him and things like that. So the track doesn't have one train of thought. It says it's called a freestyle, so it's really just a bunch of thoughts that he's having that he's just getting off his chest, and I think it's really well done. It's a great opener, in my opinion. Long Nights is next.
Run through the city, I'm probably supposed to be on time.
Yeah. Love his flow.
I ain't gotta ask, won't you just be? I know I'm a problem. I know that I'm something you should ponder. Conscious, conscious, the monster. Like in the paint, got the Medfield.
Bounces crazy. Oh man, is that a sax I hear in the back? Bro, let's go. I'm hyped for this one. This is great. Oh my god, dude. It's going off. Oh, the guitar's riffing in the background, dude. The production's so smooth. Kind of sounds like Ari Lennox. Fire, that was going on the playlist immediately. I need that expeditiously. Let's go. Yeah, sounds like he had Ari Lennox on there. I'm gonna look that up real quick because I really want to know. I don't want to sound stupid on the video. But as I pull this up, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. So, loving those pads, right? That really soft keys in the background kind of sounds like a little bit of a Rhodes piano, but it's It's a little bit more filtered even, kind of really sounds like it's underwater, just kind of lingers in the background a little bit. I still think that along with the female vocals, there might be a saxophone riffing in the background, but I'm gonna go back and listen to that later and really know for sure. Black's flow is just untouchable. It really adds to the bounce to this beat, you know, it really rides that crazy wavy vibe to this track. Is just, you can just picture yourself just driving around at night, cruising to this, you know, and it's something that you can move to, something that you can close your eyes and just lose yourself in because of how smooth it sounds and how confident he is. It's a crazy great track. Like, that's my favorite one so far. I know it's only track 2, but it's already on the playlist off of first listen. It really hit me, you know. It is Ari Lennox, according to Genius. Genius has gotten stuff wrong before, like on the John Bellion video when they said that the feature on Cautionary Tales was Will Smith, and it wasn't. But it says Ari Lennox, so I'm gonna go with that. Great track, awesome vibes, love that one. Track 3 is Float. Hey, that line's the one that's gonna get stuck in my head. The harmonies are great.
There's a big war going on outside. Grab your love, time to slide. Say your prayers. I've been in my feelings, need a drink. Say she
Yo, I'm in my feelings, need a drink. I've been in my feelings, need a drink. That's gonna be somebody's Instagram caption tonight. You'll see.
Hey God, listen, it's been too hard.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I'm just trying to stay afloat.
I don't think I enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed Long Nights, because Long Nights had that really crazy bounce to it, and the flow was just really too good to ignore. But this one still sounds very pleasant. It's definitely a little bit more of a relaxed vibe. It definitely has a more beautiful kind of ethereal sound to it. The atmosphere is better, I think. I think the chorus is really catchy. It's the part that's gonna get stuck in my head, like I mentioned during the video. We had a few captions here, you know, a few quotables. That's what they're called. Man, English is not my strong suit today. We had a few quotables in here. Like I said, they're gonna be all over people's Instagram pages very, very soon. You know, it's well written. It's very relatable. Talking about just trying to stay afloat. I feel like so many people probably feel that same way, and so I think people are going to resonate with this one a whole lot. It's still a great song. It's definitely for a different kind of vibe, though. It's not as energetic, I guess, as Long Nights was in terms of its more aggressive bounce. This one's way more smooth. You know. Know My Rights featuring Lil Baby is next, bro. Lil Baby has been untouchable so far this year, so I'm excited for this. Let's go. Just from this little loop, you can already tell it's gonna knock me on my chair. This bass is stupid, bro. He's letting the beat do all the work, bro. This sounds great. Lil Baby killed this, man. Lil Baby murdered his verse, man. But I don't like the way they mixed his vocals. You know, his vocals really get lost in the mix, man. The 808 and the kick were just drowning him out almost completely at some points. I don't know, you know, what it was about that. Black sounded fine. Lil Baby really killed his verse. Like, there's nothing wrong with Lil Baby or his performance. It's the way that this was mixed that really is bothering me a little bit. I wish I could hear him a little better. I wish his verse was a little louder and clearer, you know what I mean? But it's still a crazy track, dude. And Black was brilliant at just letting the beat carry the entire vibe. Just let it do all the work, you know? Just find those little pockets to say your verse in, but really just let the beat carry us all the way through it, you know? Didn't do too much talking, you know, he wasn't trying to be extremely present in the track. He was just gonna flow and vibe and you know, let the track do the work for itself, and it really worked, dude. Like, it seriously sounds great, in my opinion. I think the bounce to this is crazy, that it's such a heavy track. The only thing is that I wish I could hear Lil Baby a little better, you know? That's the only thing. Track 5 is Elephant in the Room. Sweating. Love the use of the vocoder. I don't think that snare fill really fits with this track, and I think it's harsh, a little aggressive, a little loud. Yeah, could have done better for the fill. Yeah, it's a good track. It's not one of my favorites, I think. There was that really weird little interlude, I guess, in the middle of the track, like a little bit of a breakdown before we get the beat coming back in with Black, you know, continuing his verse. I think it's nice. I don't think that it really adds anything to the track, you know, so I don't think it was really necessary. This has been the longest track so far, and I think it definitely feels that way. You know, it feels like it goes on for a little bit too long. But I can't really say that it's bad necessarily. I think this is one of the forgettable tracks. You know, that's really it. I listened to it once, and it sounds good, and I don't really feel like I want to go back and listen to it again, if that makes any sense. The last track is Outside. Is that a standing bass? Let me go back and listen to that. I want to see if that's a standing bass. It sounds like it might be layered with something else, but it sounds like there's a standing bass being played. I think that's interesting. Like actual orchestral instruments, grand piano, standing bass, things like that.
Like it's crazy blue. Me without you, I probably fade to blue. I'm not play with when it's time to go outside.
The violins. This is so sweet and intimate, you know? I love that.
Go outside. My April came on a plan. Photos of how we used to live and telling the story of how we fell in love.
This is really cool, man. It's really great. Yeah, it's a really nice way to close out the project. It's really sweet, intimate. It's got the use of like actual orchestral instruments, or at least it sounds like it does, you know, grand piano, the standing bass, some violins in the background, really great harmonies that he does with the background vocals. All of that just really feels like it's, you know, yeah, like I said, close and intimate and warm and comforting and relaxing and things like that. It's definitely a way slower vibe. You know, you're not gonna listen to this when you're gonna listen to other tracks by Black, like Never Know. You know, this is a completely different vibe. Or Problems. This isn't as hard. This is even a little bit more slow and relaxing than some of his actual like R&B tracks. So this is like a really laid back vibe, but it's still very beautifully done. It's still, you know, it's got a time and place for it, but it's still a great track for that time and place. And I think it's very well executed. It's a really nice closure to the project. It definitely feels like the project comes to an end with the end of the track. Yeah, I think it's a great song. I added it to the playlist as well. I might skip it if I'm in the mood for some more energetic music, but when it does come on and I'm in the right vibe for it, I know this is gonna hit me right here, man. It's gonna hit me right here in the boob. 6-piece hot EP, man. I think that Black did a great job. I think that out of the 6 tracks, there were 2 that I didn't add to my playlist. This is 2, by the way. And yeah, just 2 tracks that I didn't feel were as memorable. I think they were Float and Elephant in the Room. I don't think I added to my playlist. 4 out of 6 is great, dude. I think that this is a really good EP from Black. I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed his last project. I think his last project got a little bit repetitive towards the middle. Very few standout tracks off that project, in my opinion. So I think that this is a great comeback, a very concise body of work, very nice, nicely put together. Really great execution on here, and I'm very excited for whatever actual album he puts out next. You know, he seems to be in the zone when it comes to his music. Seriously, I really enjoyed this project, and I'm just very glad that I got to listen to it, you know, on camera for you guys to see the reaction instead of listening to it on my own time. It's 18 minutes long. If you haven't heard it, do yourself a favor. You're gonna enjoy it. This is great music. It's great performance. You know, I don't know what else to say. I mean, you should definitely give this a try. Yeah, guys, those are my thoughts on the project. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I'll be back in another video very soon. I know I promised you guys the Tiana Taylor video. It's coming. I'm giving it a few listens, choosing my favorite tracks, because I'm not gonna listen to all 23 on camera. That'd be just a really crazy long recording session, and I'm not into that. So that's coming soon. I've got some announcements to make very soon. But in the meantime, stay safe out there, take care of your families, and I will be back soon. Until then, peace out.